Krishna Deva Ray was an emperor of the Vijayanagara Empire who reigned from 1509-15 to 9. He was the third ruler of the Tuluva dynasty, and possessed the largest empire in India after the decline of the Delhi Sultanate. He was also known for employing Turkic archers. Presiding over the empire at its zenith, he is regarded as an icon by many Indians. Krishna Deva Ray earned the titles Kannada Rajaya Ramaramana, lit. Lord of the Kannada Empire, and Raboja, lit. Bhoja for Telugu literature, and Moru Rayaraganda, lit. King of Three Kings. He became the dominant ruler of the peninsula of India by defeating the sultans of Bijapur, Golconda, the Bahmani Sultanate and the Gajapatis of Odisha, and was one of the most powerful Hindu rulers in India. Indeed, when the Mughal Emperor Babur was taking stock of the potentates of North India, Krishna Deva Ray was rated the most powerful and had the most extensive empire in the subcontinent. Portuguese travelers Domingo Paes and Fernão Nunes also visited the Vijayanagara Empire during his reign. Travelogues indicate that the king was not only an able administrator but also an excellent general, leading from the front in battle and even attending to the wounded. The South Indian poet Mukku Timmana praised him as the destroyer of the Turkics. Krishna Deva Ray benefited from the able Prime Minister Timurusu, who was regarded by the emperor as a father figure and was responsible for his coronation. Krishna Deva Ray was the son of Chuluva Narasimha, an army commander under Saluva Narasimha Deva Ray, who later took control of the empire to prevent its disintegration and became the founder of the Tuluva dynasty, the third Hindu dynasty to rule Vijayanagara. The rule of Krishna Deva Ray marks a period of much military success in Vijayanagara history. On occasion, the king was known to change battle plans abruptly and turn a losing battle into a victory. Failed verification. The first decade of his rule was one of long sieges, conquests, rebellions and victories. Failed verification. His main enemies were the Bahmani sultans, who, though divided into 5 small kingdoms, remained a constant threat. The Gajapatis of Odisha, who had been involved in constant conflict since the rule of Saluva Narasimha Deva Ray, and the Portuguese, a rising maritime power which controlled much of the sea trade. The annual affair of the raid and plunder of Vijayanagara towns and villages by the Deccan sultans came to an end during the Ray's rule. In 1509, Krishna Deva Ray's armies clashed with the Sultan Samshuddin Zafar Khan of Bijapur at Diwani, and the Sultan Mahmud was severely injured and defeated. Yusuf Adil Khan was killed and the Raichadob was annexed. Taking advantage of the victory, the Raya reunited Bada, Gulbarga, and Bijapur into Vijayanagara and earned the title establisher of the Yavana kingdom when he released Sultan Mahmud and made him de facto ruler. The Sultan of Golconda, Sultan Quli Qutb Shah, was defeated by Timurusu, who was the prime minister of Sri Krishna Deva Ray. War with feudatories. He defeated many local rulers like the Deranakota Kamas, citation needed, who were feudatory rulers of the Gajapathis, and the rebellious Amata chiefs. Krishna Deva Ray pushed beyond the Godavari river. War with Kalinga. The Gajapatis of Odisha ruled a vast land comprising Andhra region, Odisha. Krishna Deva Ray's success at Amatara provided the necessary impetus to carry his campaign into coastal Andhra region, which was in control of the Gajapati Raja Prataparudrara Deva. The Vijayanagara army laid siege to the Udayagiri fort in 1512. The campaign lasted for a year before the Gajapati army disintegrated due to starvation. Krishna Deva Ray offered prayers at Tirupati thereafter along with his wives Tirumala Devi and Chinnamma Devi. The Gajapati army was then met at Kundavedu, where the armies of Vijayanagara, after establishing a siege for a few months, began to retreat due to heavy casualties. Then, Timurusu, upon discovering a secret entrance to the unguarded eastern gate of the fort, launched a night attack that culminated with the capture of the fort and the imprisonment of Prince Virabhadra, the son of Gajapati Emperor Prataparudrara Deva. Saluva Timurusu took over as governor of Kondavedu thereafter. Krishna Deva Ray planned for an invasion of Kalinga, but the Gajapati Emperor, Prataparudrara, was made privy to this plan. Prataparudrara formulated his own plan to defeat Krishna Deva Ray and the Vijayanagara Empire. The confrontation was to happen at the fort of Kalinganagar. But the wily Timurusu secured the information of Prataparudrara's plan by bribing a Telugu deserter, who was formerly under the service of Prataparudrara. When the Vijayanagara Empire did invade, Prataparudrara was driven to Cuttack, the capital of the Gajapati Empire. Prataparudra eventually surrendered to Vijayanagara Empire, and he gave his daughter, Princess Jaganmohini, in marriage to Sri Krishna Deva Ray. Krishna Deva Ray returned all the lands that the Vijayanagara Empire captured to the north of the Krishna River. This made the Krishna River boundary between the Vijayanagara and the Gajapati kingdoms. Krishna Deva Ray established friendly relations with the Portuguese, who set up the Portuguese dominion of India in Goa in 1510. The emperor obtained guns and Arabian horses from the Portuguese merchants. He also utilized Portuguese expertise in improving water supply to Vijayanagara city. The complicated alliances of the empire and the 5 Deccan sultanates meant that he was continually at war. In one of these campaigns, he defeated Golconda and captured its commander Madarul Mulk, crushed Bijapur and its sultan Ismail Adil Shah, and restored Bamani Sultanate to the son of Muhammad Shah II. The highlight of his conquests occurred on the 19th of May 1520, where he secured the fortress of Raichur from Ismail Adil Shah of Bijapur after a difficult siege during which 16,000 Vijayanagara soldiers were killed. The exploits of the military commander, Pimasani Ramalinga Nayudu of the Pimasani Nayaks, during the Battle of Raichur were distinguished and lauded by Krishna Deva Ray. It is said that 700,000 foot soldiers, 32,600 cavalry, and 550 elephants were used in the Battle of Raichur. Finally, in his last battle, he razed to the ground the fortress of Gulbarga, the early capital of the Bamani Sultanate. His empire extended over the whole of South India. In 1524, Krishna Deva Ray made his son Tirumala Raya the Yuvaraja, crown prince. The prince did not survive for long. He was poisoned to death. Suspecting the involvement of Timurusu, Krishna Deva Ray had his trusted commander and advisor blinded. At the same time, Krishna Deva Ray was preparing for an attack on Belgaum, which was in the Adil Shah's possession. Around this time, Krishna Deva Ray took seriously ill. He died soon after in 1529. Citation needed. Before his death, he nominated his brother, Achyuta Deva Ray, as his successor. Citation needed. The complicated alliances of the empire and the 5 Deccan sultanates meant that he was continually at war. In one of these campaigns, he defeated Golconda and captured its commander Madarul Mulk, crushed Bijapur and its sultan Ismail Adil Shah, and restored Bamani Sultanate to the son of Muhammad Shah II. The highlight of his conquests occurred on the 19th of May 1520, where he secured the fortress of Raichur from Ismail Adil Shah of Bijapur after a difficult siege during which 16,000 Vijayanagara soldiers were killed. The exploits of the military commander, Pimasani Ramalinga Nayudu of the Pimasani Nayaks, during the Battle of Raichur were distinguished and lauded by Krishna Deva Ray. It is said that 700,000 foot soldiers, 32,600 cavalry, and 550 elephants were used in the Battle of Raichur. Finally, in his last battle, he razed to the ground the fortress of Gulbarga, the early capital of the Bamani Sultanate. His empire extended over the whole of South India. In 1524, Krishna Deva Ray made his son Tirumala Raya the Yuvaraja, crown prince. The prince did not survive for long. He was poisoned to death. 38. Suspecting the involvement of Timurusu, Krishna Deva Ray had his trusted comm. In 1524, Krishna Deva Ray made his son Tirumala Raya the Yuvaraja, crown prince. The prince did not survive for long. He was poisoned to death. Suspecting the involvement of Timurusu, Krishna Deva Ray had his trusted commander and advisor blinded. At the same time, Krishna Deva Ray was preparing for an attack on Belgaum, which was in the Adil Shah's possession. Around this time, Krishna Deva Ray took seriously ill. He died soon after in 1529. Citation needed. Before his death, he nominated his brother, Achyuta Deva Ray, as his successor. Citation needed. Internal affairs. During his reign he kept a strict control over his ministers, and any minister who committed misdeeds was dealt with severely. He abolished some of the obnoxious taxes such as the marriage fee. To increase revenues, he brought new lands under cultivation by ordering deforestation of some areas. A large-scale work to obtain water for irrigation around Vijayanagara was also undertaken by him. Foreign travelers, such as Pays, known as and Barbosa, who visited Vijayanagar, spoke highly of the efficiency of administration and prosperity of the people during his reign. In spite of his preoccupations with the defense and reorganization of the territories conquered by him, he founded a new town called Nagalapura. Pais summarizes the king's attitude to matters of law and order by stating that the king maintains the law by killing offenses against property, designed to maintain stability, and for murder ranged from cutting of a foot and hand for theft and beheading for murder, except for those occurring as a result of the duel. Pais could not estimate the size of Vijayanagar as his view was obscured by the hills, but estimated the city to be at least as large as Rome. Furthermore, he considered Vijayanagara to be the best provided city in the world with a population of not less than 500,000. The empire was divided into a number of provinces, often under members of the royal family, and into further subdivisions. The administrative languages of the empire were Kannada and Telugu. Kannada was a popular literary medium, reaching its peak under the patronage of Krishna Deva Ray. The administration of the empire was carried along the lines indicated in his Amukta Malada. He was of the opinion that the king should always rule with an eye towards Dharma. His concern for the welfare of the people is amply proved by his extensive annual tours all over the empire, during which he studied everything personally and tried to redress the grievances of the people and to punish the evildoers. With regard to the promotion of the economic progress of his people, Krishna Deva Ray says, the extent of the kingdom is the means for the acquisition of wealth. Therefore, even if the land is limited in extent, excavate tanks and canals and increase the prosperity of the poor by leasing him the land for Lowari and Koru, so that you may obtain wealth as well as religious merit. The Portuguese chronicler Domingo Pais praises Krishna Deva Ray as the most feared and perfect king, a great ruler and a man of much justice. Though a follower of Vaishnavism, he showed respect to all sects, and petty religious prejudices never influenced him, either in granting gifts or in his choice of companions and officers. According to Barbosa, the king allows such freedom that every man may come and go, live according to his own creed, without suffering any annoyance. Religion and culture. Tirumala Temple and Vaikuntham Q Complex, semicircular building in the foreground, as seen from Srivaripadulu on Naranagiri Hill. Krishna Deva Ray respected all sects of Hinduism and lavished on the Tirumala Venkateswara temple numerous objects of priceless value, ranging from diamond-studded crowns to golden swords. For this he is honored with installing his statues along with his two wives at the temple complex. These statues are still visible at the temple at the exit. He also contributed in building parts of Srisalam temple complex. Krishna Deva Ray was formally initiated into the Vaishnava Sampradaya by Tathacharya. He was also his Rajguru when Krishna Deva Ray became the ruler. Tathacharya was his guru. He patronized poets and scholars in Kannada, Telugu, Tamil and Sanskrit. Wives. Chinna Devi was the second and younger queen of Krishna Deva Ray. She was the daughter of King Jayavarma and Queen Chandaka Kumari of Korg Pradesh. Chinna Devi had a daughter named Vengalamba. Tirumala Devi. Main article, Tirumala Devi,